Hi everyone, today I'm going to do ggplot package on the Tidyverse. I really like this ggplot2 because of this data visualization capability that it have because ggplot2 is the grammar of graphics which have the aesthetic geometric component within that one where we can add the layer and customization to build a plot, and it also have a different option of color, scale, theme, which really helps us to build the customization in our plot. And I really like how good visualization it produce. So I figure out some core function that we can use in the ggplot2. One of them is ggplot, which initialize the plot option, and AES, which is also known as aesthetic, which is included in the mapping function, which specify which variable in the map, which variables should be mapped in x and y axis, and just geom function add the visual layer of the specific type. So if we want scatter plot in our continuous data, we can do geom underscore point. But if we want categorical variable comparison through bar chart, we can do geom underscore bars. So there's more option like histogram or other option line, geom line graph, or anything we can do from the ggplot2. So let's go through the demonstration. I have used this iris dataset, which is the dataset related with the flower and 3 species of the iris data. And there's 5 different columns in the dataset, and all of them except the species is in the factor variable, which is categorical, but other are in the numerical. So I have already installed Tidyverse, so I'm not going to install Tidyverse, but I'm going to load the library. So if we load Tidyverse, we don't need to load ggplot differently because all of the packages in the Tidyverse will come together. But if we only want ggplot2, then we can also do library ggplot2, which will help us to load the ggplot2, but we also need to install the package first. So first of all, for using ggplot, this is the initial argument that we do every time, which will help to create the blank space of the data. And we always add this plus sign at the end to layer up the empty plot with the other thing that we wanted in our argument. So I'm doing geom point, the scatter plot, with the mapping AES aesthetic, where I want x-axis as petal length, and I want a comparison in between petal length and petal width. So when I do this, I can see this plot with the comparison of petal width and petal length. So I can add more layer in that. I can add a color, so I can see all the spaces in the red color, but I want to see which spaces is I want to compare in between the spaces, so I can do that with the color according to the species. So this will also help me. I can do that with the size. I can also do that with the transparency. And if I want different shape, I can also do that. So it's really easy to compare in between different categorical variable into numerical, uh, two different numerical category. So I really like facet in the plot because it helps to subplot that each display in one subset of the data. For example, we are saying all of this all together, all the spaces all together. But what if we want to see different spaces comparison in the different plots? So this is the layer that we need to add. So we want to do for spaces as a reference. So we are doing spaces here with the facet wrap, and we only want one row to compare. I mean, row-wise comparison. So when I want only row-wise comparison, I can do this, and I can clearly see this Setosa species is lower than these 2 other species. We can also do histogram in the numerical variable bar plot and also box plot. This is our box plot. We can also do density plot, line width plot, or any plot. I really love ggplot. Thank you so much.